Alright, while we're doing videos, I wanted to do something else here. This is not a stove video, but it's a question I have for some people in the stove community and some people just in the hiking community. I've been wanting to do a hike. I've been wanting to do the Appalachian Trail. I printed off a lot of maps and such forth. Here's 29 pages of the elevation of the whole trail, starting with the approach all the way to Springer and going all the way to the very end at Katahdin Mountain. So I've got some stuff printed out. I've got some ideas on what I want to do. Here's my map that I'm going to do for the Smoky Mountains and a lot of information about that. But I can't hike this thing all at once, so what I've got to do is I've got to section hike it. And what I want to ask is I actually am a big fan of these maps here. I'm going to throw all the rest of this aside real quick. This is the Mapdana section maps. And they come in approximately 80 to 100 feet along. This side of the map shows your elevations and your points of interest along the trail, and it marks them as you go through from what it calls 0 point to 81 on this map. It tells you how many miles you have until the end of the trail at Katahdin. It's 2,090 at the end of the trail from here. On the other side of the map, roughly it shows that section of the map. It tries to stay pretty thin with it, and it shows you shelters and such forth, and water and meals and parking and stuff along the map. These are really small maps. They're section maps. Here's number 2. And they're actually, I have 15 of them. That's all they have produced so far. They haven't produced any more than the 15. And that'll take you all the way to number 15, I think, is New York. Pauling, New York. Which is, this is 1,355 miles into the map. Actually, it goes all the way to, with only 741 miles left. So they're producing these maps at Anti-Gravity-Gear produces them, I guess, in cooperation with Mapdana, M-A-P-D-A-N-A, LLC, or maybe it's Pocket Profile. That's another name on here. These things are great because they break it up into sections, and you can do the trail in sections. There's no way I could ever take off to do the whole trail at one time, but I really want to do the Appalachian Trail. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on map 1 and do that this fall. And then I'll hit map 2 in the spring, and maybe map 3 in the spring as well, depending on how much time I can get off. And then map 4 and 5 next fall, and I'll just punch my way through these as many as I can get done. Eventually I'll make it to Maine, right? 12 years, I don't know how long it'll take, we'll see. But my goal is to get started. That's the big thing. Anybody ever use these maps? Anybody ever try them? They weigh about 4.6 grams a piece, I think is what they advertise them as. And they're about $4 a piece, unless you buy them in a group. I keep buying the groups. They come in, there's like, I think there's 4 groups currently out. I can't tell you what those group names are, but they're on Anti-Gravity-Gear. There's a Southern group, a Virginia group, and it goes on. So a Northern group, but they don't have the last group from Pauling all the way up to Maine. So that's coming out in a couple weeks. I think I talked to Tin Man, I think is his name, over at Anti-Gravity-Gear. He sent me an email, or he sent me some text that I had requested, and said that about 3 more weeks before that last set comes out. What's your opinion about these? Take a look at them online. Tell me what you think. I'll put a link to their site if you don't know it already. It's antigravitygear.com. Just part of my hiking experience. I want to be able to do the Appalachian Trail, and I can't do it all at once, so I want to break it down into sections. What do you guys think about these as far as section hikes? Do they look like proper amount of sections? Do they look like good parts to stop and start? Just your opinion. Thanks. Bye.